What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. And if you have followed me for any length of time, you know I'm a big fan of the streaming service Shudder. They just released this set here. It's 10 movies celebrating the 10-year anniversary. Yeah, 10-year anniversary of Shudder and all its horror goodness. But there might be a major issue with this set, so buyer beware. What is it? Well, let's get into the set, and when it gets to that point, I'll let you know. What are we waiting for? Let's go. So what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I'm JeffMan316, your pop culture reporter, as it says on the sign, because JeffMan316 Live is where you and I join up right here on this channel. We talk about pop culture, physical media, anything you want during my live stream while watching along to a movie. So if you're a horror fan or a Blu-ray collector, well, you know, just general movie, physical media collector like me, you're in for a real treat, because obviously I got my hands on this limited edition box set from Shudder for the 10th anniversary collection. It says a decade of scary good. You saw me have it during my haul video. It's celebrating a decade of the streaming service's horror movies. It bundles 10 outstanding films in one package. So we're going to unbox this in detail. We're going to check out the packaging, and then I'll walk through each film that's included in the set, what they're about, why I think it's worth your time to buy this and watch it. So sit back, get comfortable, turn down the lights. Let's get scared with some Shudder horror goodness. What are we waiting for? Let's go.
Let's fucking go!
So here's the box. It's got some nice collector's flair, as they call it, to it. Nice book type packaging. It promises a decade of horror, you know, a decade of scary good is what the back says. It's like a book. So each page in the book talks about, as you know, basically represents a movie. Then it's got a few collectibles in there. So what titles are in here? Terrified, not Terrifier, The Mortuary Collection, The Dark and the Wicked, Host, Mad God, VHS 94, Caveat, I think that's how you say it, The God Awful Skinamarink, Late Night with the Devil, maybe, and In a Violent Nature. So let's talk about each one of these. If you don't already have these discs individually, then this set is a great way to start your Shudder horror collection. Now, if you own a lot of them like I did, but I did have a lot of DVDs.
And I love DVDs, right? I like to be about a decade behind everybody else, you know?
You're going to want to check out what's in this set, and then I'll let you know based on what I say. You know, maybe you can decide whether you want to pick it up or not. So I will say this, that there was some chatter on Reddit that talked about how hard the discs were to get in and out of the packaging. I haven't really experienced that. If you maybe push on the bottom a little bit and it opens up a little bit, then you can slide the discs out. So all right, no more delay. Let's get into this box set, and then you're going to find out what movies that are in here, what they're about, and whether maybe you should buy it or not. And there's one issue with the set that I'm going to just say buyer beware, but I'll wait and talk about it when I get to it. So first up in the set, we've got Terrified. Not Terrifier. It's from 2018. It's got some of the best artwork of the set. So what is it about? It's a supernatural horror film from Argentina. A series of disturbing, unexplained phenomena plague a house in Buenos Aires, will plague houses. You get floating bodies, disappearing drains, horrifying apparitions. So a paranormal doctor shows up with his colleague and a former police officer, and they attempt to investigate it. So why do I think it's good? Well, it takes an everyday suburban situation and it twists it into something really deep and supernatural, almost like anxiety filled. The sound design is great. The practical effects are great. It really sets the tone for the box set. It shows Shudder's willingness, though, to pull from global horror, not just U.S. It resonates with fans as a kind of like a hidden gem from the streaming service. So I will say this: I'm not always a big fan of subtitles, but for this one, it's got enough atmosphere and enough spookiness to it where it didn't bother me as much. So, what's the next movie in the set? The Mortuary Collection from 2019. So what's that one about? In the small town called Raven's End, an eccentric mortician interviews a young woman looking for work at his mortuary. He then proceeds to tell her a series of short stories about the weird deaths of townfolk. It has a twisty framing story wrapped around it about the mortician, played by Clancy Brown. Man, he's awesome. If you're not familiar with him, he's very charismatic in this performance. The stories are a little uneven sometimes, but it is really creative. I like the framing device about the mortuary. It gives it some cohesion. If you're a fan of like Tales from the Crypt style shows or movies or whatever, you're going to like it. It's got some humor in it. It's got lots of gore. It highlights, Shudder's ability to get a lot of great anthologies. And so that's not the only anthology on here. There's another one, but we'll talk about that later. So what's next? The Dark and the Wicked from 2020. And I think I might have had that on DVD, but so it's an upgrade. So what is that one about? It's about two adult siblings who return to their rural family farm in Texas where their father is dying. Their mother's behavior becomes erratic, and soon they realize that there's a supernatural force that's trying to take hold of the whole place. Is it good? Yeah, I think it's good. It's really bleak. It's tense. It's got that isolation like on the farmhouse, really realistic with its grief and its concept of illness. It's really creepy. It combines a slow burn but powerful horror experience together. The cinematography is really good. The atmosphere is really strong with this one. It's more of a serious horror movie if you want one of those. It doesn't have a lot of jump scares. So if that's what you're looking for, at least you got that in this set as well. So what's next? Number 4, found footage. Host from 2020. So what's that one about? Well, if you're familiar with it, this one was shot entirely on a Zoom meeting during the COVID lockdown era. 6 friends hire a medium to conduct a virtual seance. And of course, things go terribly wrong. So what's good about it? It really nails that moment in time. The isolation, video calls, digital horror, low budget, but very inventive. It's really short too. It's about an hour long. I think the use of the screen life format and the real constraints of the pandemic makes it authentic. It captures, like I said, that moment in time, how horror is adapted throughout that era. It's very modern, it's clever, and it shows that Shudder has their finger on the pulse of trends. So what's next? Next up, we have a very unique title. Mad God from 2021. Now, I heard good things about it, so I actually have the Steelbook of this one. It's worth quite a bit of money, so maybe I'll sell it. What's it about? It's an adult stop-motion animated horror film, 30 years in the making, by legend Phil Tippett. The story's about the quote-unquote the assassin who takes a diving bell into a ruined, grotesque world of monsters, horrors, and just weird landscapes. Why is it good? Well, it's pretty much unlike anything else in this set. The stop motion is cool, experimental. It's more like an artsy type horror film. The visuals are awesome and striking, very imaginative. It shows the depths of this collection, just not traditional scares, jump scares, like anthologies, found footage. It pushes the boundaries of this medium and style. It's something different. So this set, it's got a little bit for everybody. So what's next? Well, you knew they had to include an entry in the VHS series. I like that artwork. You get VHS 94 from 2001. Obviously, you probably know what this is about. This is a found footage horror anthology film set in 1994. It's comprised of multiple segments from multiple directors. A police SWAT team investigates a mysterious VHS tape and unravels a cult conspiracy. That's the wraparound. Why is it good? Real nostalgic. The VHS era. I love anthologies. Really good found footage style. Multiple directors giving you all types of flavors. It underlines Shudder's appreciation for both the genre, VHS nostalgia, and a fresh approach. It's one of the better VHS entries, so I really like it. So what's the next film? Next we have Caveat, I think that's how you say it. Really awesome artwork there from 2022. So what's this one about? A lone drifter with partial memory loss takes a job to look after a psychologically troubled woman in a decrepit old house on an isolated island. So why is it good? Really atmospheric, tense, plays off that isolation and psychological horror rather than just like monsters and jump scares like we talk about. The setting is awesome on the island. The memory loss twist is very interesting. It pulls a very underrated title in here. I don't hear a lot of people talking about it. So it's another one of those hidden gems from Shudder. So what's next in the set? Well, if there's going to be a stinker in here, it's going to be this one. Skin 'em a rink, or as I said in my clip, Shit Man This Stinks from 2023. I bought the Steelbook for this one at Walmart. I hate this movie. What's it about though? Well, two children wake up in the middle of the night to find that their father is missing. The windows and doors of their house begin to vanish, and a strange presence looms in the darkness. Why is it good? Well, it really isn't. It's minimalistic. It's experimental. I hate it. I don't like anything about it.
I'd rather watch paint dry. Nice.
It obviously became a viral phenomenon because of this weird and unsettling sensibility. Some people love it, and I don't know why. So I guess Shudder tried to embrace this avant-garde horror side. I just don't think it's a standout movie. It doesn't belong in this set. It's hot garbage. So what's next? Well, this is where the set has a problem. Number 9 is supposed to be Late Night with the Devil from 2024. But it does show it. But look what we have here. Let's look at the disc. I was going to show you the disc. I decided not to, but I will show you this one because look. The Rule of Jenny Penn. That's what's in this one, not Late Night with the Devil. So what happened? Well, from what I've been reading online and on Reddit, most people are getting this. I don't know of anybody that's got the right disc. Most people are getting the wrong disc in there. Now, some people like the fact that it's got that movie because they didn't know that it was even existed on physical media. I did. I own it on Blu Ray already. But I also own multiple copies of Late Night with the Devil. 4K Steelbooks, Blu Ray Steelbooks. So I'm okay with it. Now, the problem, like I said, I got is the artwork is in there. Some people thought that maybe it wasn't supposed to be included, but the artwork's there. So what happened? I don't know. I do know that a lot of people were complaining because they went to Shudder when they first got the set, when it first came out. Maybe they pre-ordered it and they did offer a replacement, so I hear. Now, a lot of people now are asking for a replacement disc, and guess what they're saying? Go back to Amazon and get the set replaced or return it. Now, there's no need to do that because everybody's getting the wrong disc in there. So this is where I say buyer beware. If you want it Late Night with the Devil, you're not going to get it. If you didn't want it, at least you get a different movie that's pretty good. I like it. I think it's really good. I think John Lithgow does an amazing job in it. It's worth watching. Don't let that extra movie in there stop you from buying the set if you don't own it. It's a really good movie. But like I said, you're probably not going to get the disc replaced. You're not going to get the movie you want it if you want it Late Night with the Devil. So, yeah, Shudder, shame on you. You suck. Shudder, like I said, can suck it about as much as Amazon for all the shit that they've caused me lately.
We got 2 words for you! We did it!
You should replace the disc in there. It's got the wrong artwork. Maybe this will be a collector set. Maybe in the future they'll release another version of it down the line that's got the right artwork in it. But either way, that sucks. So, rant over. What's the last movie in the set? So, I really like the last movie in the set. I know some people say it's boring, but you get some of the best artwork in the set. Look at that shit. In a Violent Nature from 2024. You probably already know what it's about, but if you don't, it's about a resurrection, a rampage, and a retribution from an undead monster in a remote wilderness location. Why is it good? Well, perhaps it's the best known as far as Shudder's theatrical releases. It does add a fresh perspective on the slasher genre or monster slasher genre. It rounds out this collection with something that's raw and visceral. Some of the best kills that Shudder's created. To complete the decade's catalog with one recent title, it makes this more up to date with something that's new that the mainstream physical media collectors may recognize. and a violent nature is really good. So it comes with a window cling. It comes with, in the back, I'm not going to pull this out. It's basically the credits for the movies. Now, if this set had some pros and cons, let's go over them. Pros, it's a very strong curated set. You get variety, quality, lots of representation of different types of modern horror. The collector's packaging's cool. It's like a book on your shelf. If you like to display things, it looks really clean and cool on the shelf. Has a lot of value. 10 movies in there, and I think I paid like $50 for it. That's awesome. The cons. If you already own many of the titles individually, you're probably not going to get as much value out of this. The discs are probably the same ones that are bundled individually. Some titles are more niche, like Mad God and experimental. So you might not like all those if you like certain genres. But if you're only looking for jump scares, you're not going to get that in here as well. So it's got some slow burns or whatever. So it's a mix. So you watch out if you only like certain types of horror. But yeah, I give it a thumbs up. What do you guys give it? But either way, let's talk about this a little bit, because if you have to do the replacement, you better watch where you order it from, because certain places when you open them, they may not return it. But the last con I'll mention is it's a lot of room here. They should have put the special features, because I know some of these movies do have special features to them. So it should have listed that, so you don't get any of that. It's not on the J card or wherever you call this thing. Either way, so hopefully you liked my unboxing of this, and hopefully you liked my buyer beware. I gave that a thumbs up, so why don't you do me a favor and give this video a thumbs up? Like, comment, subscribe, and share. Do all the normal YouTube stuff that I always ask you to do. I love you guys. Thanks for supporting the channel. I'm not going to go in and shill everything. All my information is down below. Once you get down there and hit the like, make sure if you're a subscriber you also hit the notification bell, because you'll know when I post new videos. Like I said, get all my information down there. eBay, where you can go to Valori Video. All that stuff's down below. And hopefully you guys will keep supporting me. And if you want me to unbox more things and talk about them in more detail of the stuff I buy, on my haul videos, after I do the hunts, put some information down there of which ones you'd like me to talk about, review, all that kind of stuff, because I want to do more of these types of videos. So I'm out of breath anyway, so I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. Maybe I'll go check out one of these titles from this set. So hopefully you guys enjoyed it, and until next time, boys and girls, this has been JeffMan316, your pop culture reporter, and I'm signing out saying, you guys be safe out there.
In this house.
Skinamarink. Yeah, I watched it. More like shit, man, this stinks.